Hey guys, I'm back. Look what we have here. It actually got here yesterday, but I had a busy day. So we are going to crack into November's Barrel and Blade today while Tato sniffs around. What are you sniffing, Tato? What do you got? Something good? No? Okay. So, still carrying around the Mass Drop / Millet / TJ Schwartz Perpetua. Absolutely love this knife. Fantastic little EDC blade there. So we'll use this guy to do our thing. And, oh. Well, cool. Let's see. Got a stainless steel cup. Looks like a pretty nice CamelBak. Well, not a lot in this box, huh? Well, isn't that odd? Wonder how many, yeah, okay. Remember that box? That's interesting. Guys, I gotta give him credit. I went inside, shot off an email, said, hey, I got this card. What's up? Can you send me another one, you know, the proper one, so I have all the product info? I came back outside to finish unpacking the box and stuff, and in the time between coming back downstairs and putting this stuff out, my phone goes bling. I get an email with a sorry about that, you know, sorry for the inconvenience. Here is an email of the correct card. Not sure how that happened, but we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. So went back upstairs and printed this out. Awesome customer service. So we have the correct card to work from today, which is pretty cool. Was not expecting that at all. That's awesome service. The correct card for November is Operation Hydrate or Die. Hydrate or Die, the trademark phrase of CamelBak. Now, at first I was kind of disappointed when I looked and I was like, oh wow, we only got a few things in this box, but having a genuine CamelBak, those things can run pretty expensive. So I actually haven't even, let's look at the cost of everything on here, because that's probably why. A good CamelBak will run you quite a few bucks. So let's see. Now, I always explain this because people still get a little confused. So normally when you have a box with multiple levels that you can subscribe to, the level 2, the higher level, usually includes everything that comes in level 1 and then some other stuff. But Barrel and Blade does a little bit different. So sometimes the stuff you get in level 2 is the same as level 1. Sometimes they give you upgraded versions of what's in level 1. Sometimes they just give you a higher quality item, similar to what you would have gotten in level 1, but like bigger, better, faster stuff. So it's not always the same sets of what comes in level 1 and level 2. You do get different items, so it's important to note that when we look at this card. And surprise, by magic, we are in the shop. Look at that. So don't question it, we're just here. So we're going to continue. So we're going to do what we always do with Barrel and Blade, and we're going to go through the contents. We're going to start with the lowest MSRP item, and work our way up. And the lowest MSRP item is the Purinize water drops with an MSRP of $15.95 for a 2-ounce bottle. Now, what can we do with a 2-ounce bottle? Well, it says 20 drops per quart or liter. So if that's 1 teaspoon per gallon of water, if you know your kitchen math, 1 teaspoon is 3 milliliters. We have a total of 60 milliliters in the bottle. That means that there's 20 teaspoons in here, so 20 gallons of water you can purify with this bottle. 20 gallons of clean drinking water for $15.95. Well, it's about $1.32 per gallon of water. Now, in a survival situation, clean drinking water is worth its weight in gold. But so, if you take a look at the specs here of what it can do, sorry about the shadow there. So it reduces 200 plus biological and toxic contaminants. Now, if you read the instructions, you still have to filter it through a filter. A coffee filter will do. You know, any kind of filter you can make. So obviously it's not going to take out the physical contaminants, silt and stuff like that. It's going to take out all the stuff that's going to make you really horribly sick if you drink it. So pretty cool. Now, you know, you guys, if you want to do the math about, you know, aqua tabs or things like that, which is a better value for your money, I don't know. It says in the bottle you still have to let it wait for 60 minutes before you drink it. It doesn't have any chlorine or anything like it, like some of the other ones do. Some have chlorine, some use iodine, some have a shorter waiting period. But in a drink or in a hydrate or dye box, good, more water purification options, cool. Now, where is this gonna go? I haven't used this particular brand. I have a lot of experience with some other water purification type stuff. It's not as convenient as like a Life Straw type thing, but then again, for what they're giving us a water bladder itself, you know. You can actually get an inline filter for something like CamelBak to handle the rest of it. Well, I think I'm gonna put this in the like it pile. Doesn't use the harsh chemicals that a lot of the other ones do, and easy to use, especially if you got something like CamelBak. So we'll put it like it pile, and like it pile will go right there. So moving up in value, next thing we're going to look at, oh cool, is the knife, the Kotu survival knife. Now this is something I am completely unfamiliar with, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Looking at it from the outset, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with the looks. I'm definitely not impressed with these specs right here. 420 stainless. No, not really. Not at all. But we'll give it a shot. We'll take it out. We'll look at it. I think there's a lot better knives in this price range they could have put in there, just off the top of my head, but let's take a look at this guy. It looked kind of rubbery at first, but it's a polymer handle. Okay, get the rest out. And its little sheath is polymer as well. Super strong retaining clip there. And yes, you can also lace it into PAL's webbing, Molly type gear. Well, at least it holds it in there nice and tight. And that's not going anywhere. And then it's got a little kind of thumb button release. I like that. If you got big hands, you know, it's not the most comfortable thing. My pinky keeps falling right into that bottle opener there, which doesn't feel good. I'm not gonna lie. That is not a comfortable place for your hand to go. And you can't really choke up very much because you're right on the blade otherwise. But if you got smaller hands, I can see how this would feel a little comfortable. If I were to cut my pinky off there, jimping here feels good. And contoured nicely for the fingers to grab onto. But again, big hands, right in there. Weight is pretty good. It is light. Oh. At least it's sharp. It is nice and sharp. Slice is pretty nice. As always, you know, there's always some effort required with just pull through. Well, not always, but usually. But the slice, trying to avoid that serrations, it's pretty nice. It comes pretty sharp. The problem is with 420, it's not going to retain that sharpness over time for very long, but it will be pretty easy to put that edge back on. It is an interesting knife. I kind of think I see where they were going. I get it. Again, referring back to the CamelBak. Could probably put this on the straps of the CamelBak and carry it there, but I am not a fan of the knife, really. I think in this price range, you probably could have found something made of some sturdier metal, something a little bit more user-friendly for people with hands of all sizes. I'm not going to put it directly in the don't like it pile. I'm going to put it in meh. But this would, because it is finished nicely. The polymer is well done. You know, it's lightweight. It comes finished nicely. It's got some good features to it, but I just, the 420 and the sizing of it all and the comfort, it leaves me a little bit flat there, you know? So, meh. Moving up, we're going to look at the Self-Reliance Outfitters Gen 3 Bottle and Nesting Cup Kit for $39.95. We've gotten some, what I'm assuming would be similar kind of stuff in some other boxes before. This would be kind of one thing that is not directly related. Actually, we've gotten almost the exact same thing in Battle Box, and I believe Never Enough Tactical. I mean, really, literally the same thing in Battle Box before. So you've got a stainless steel water container here. Now, the Battle Box one, when they sent it, it came with a nice little squeezable wire handle that you can put here to, you know, use this over a fire or something. This one doesn't seem to have that, but it's got a lid so you can boil water or cook food in there, and then, you know, drainage holes to pour it out and stuff. You know, good quality stuff. Of course, I'm in the shop. This is going to get a remodel because I can. It's perfect. Even the top, you know, the plastic cap can be redone, hydrographics or even Cerakote. So I already know that this is going to get redone here in the shop. Not so sure about the bottom, because if this, you know, might be applied to flame or heat, probably don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing stuff on it. But the cup for, I mean, the bottle for sure, we'll redo that. Not bad. I don't know. I'm still going to put it in meh, though, because I feel like it's an opportunity to give us something else cool and tactical to go with everything else here. This holds 32 ounces of water, so, you know, using these drops, that gives us the, counting 20 drops, sitting there measuring 20 actual drops to purify this, which, you know, okay. I'm sure there's going to be people that do like this. I'm happy that I have, you know, a nice canvas to do something cool here in the shop with. I just feel like this, you're giving me this really cool CamelBak to carry my water in. You know, I think there's opportunities. Yeah, the cooking capability is cool, but you could have given me a cool cooking set with more options than just. I'm spitballing here, guys. This is just my opinion, but I think, again, it's a good quality item. I'm not saying it's not. I think it kind of missed a mark where they could have really put something awesome in there, you know? So anyway, I'm going to put this also in the meh pile right here. And we are going to go on to our last item, which is the CamelBak Militech Ambush with an MSRP of $128. I have had a lot of CamelBak products throughout my time in the military. Some issued, some that I bought, and I mean CamelBak brand. Now, you want to talk about just hydration packs, the military has issued a lot of different kind of whoever contracted to make them. So I still do have quite a lot. Now, I've had CamelBak. I had an actual backpack that was issued way back when we still wore desert camouflage in the desert. It was an actual day pack that was issued, you know, desert camouflage made by CamelBak, you know, with hydration system, and we would use that as our standard, you know, going out to do our daily duties kind of pack stuff too. This one, of course, is I won't call it multicam because it's not correct. The OCP pattern now. The material on this is it's made to look like the same kind of ripstop material that our uniforms are made of, but it's, if you feel it, it's not. It's that nice heavy gauge nylon, but it looks cool. It looks really cool. So inside it's got the wide neck CamelBak filling. I love this. If you had the older ones, they have a much smaller area to fill. It's a pain in the ass. This has the nice handle on it. This is awesome that they went to this. I love that. Got a smaller pouch on the front with some pockets, mesh pockets, and over here, this is pretty awesome. Stuff that can clip in to PALS and MOLLE compatible stuff. So for example, this knife, all sorts of gear that's made to be laced into the webbing would fit really nicely right here on the front of your gear, you know, if you were inclined to do that. And we've seen in other boxes, we've gotten little clips, we've gotten little D-rings, all sorts of stuff that you could put right in here. We've got a side access here, which lets you get right to where the tube connects to the bladder. Now, if you wanted to, you could also store other things in here. Wouldn't put anything sharp or pointy in there, but you could. This is not actually a pack. This is designed to carry your bladder and give you a small amount of storage room otherwise. But you could, for example, your purification stuff could go in there. It's got one Velcro strip intended for name tag use, which we all used to do anyway, just to make sure that you're not grabbing somebody else's stuff. In the good old days, they didn't even think of this. There wasn't all that Velcro name stuff. It was, you know, stuff was sewn on your uniform, so we would have to put it on there on our own. Let's see what comes on the tag with all the information. So this is available in black, coyote, and multicam. Near infrared compliant. Okay, all this other stuff. Great. Like a lot of the CamelBak stuff, straps are not padded. A lot of these are designed to be integrated into your actual load carrying gear anyway. So plate carriers or load carrying vests or anything like that that you have that you're going to put on there. You can wear this without it. All your straps can fold in. You can place them all neatly. I mean, there are lots of ways to strap this to gear, which is really cool. So again, if you're going to integrate this into your gear rather than actually wearing it, it's nice. The bite block, I like this on CamelBak bite block, so they have the on-off kind of lever here so that you don't get any accidental drippage with a nice dirt and dust cover. And this is one of the most genius things that CamelBak has done, so you don't have to replace the whole tube, or you don't have to mess with like getting this in and out of the rubber. Quick release, and on the bladder itself, you know what, we're going to take the whole bladder out anyway, so don't even worry about it. Let's see. And this is what this is really good for. So you've got a quick release on the other end of the tubing there, and it comes right out. And then you've got your 100-ounce bladder. Now they make larger bladders. You theoretically could put a larger bladder into this one if you wanted. It would fold over on itself a little bit, but you could do it. They make switching the tubing on these with this, you know, this integrated click in and out stuff. Number one, cleaning, so easy. That's another reason I like CamelBak. They're not the only ones that do this, but they were kind of the first ones that did all this stuff. Makes cleaning really, really easy. I have a little internal rack that you can put inside your CamelBak that kind of goes in there and opens it up like that and holds it open for drying so that you don't like grow bacteria or mold or anything in there. But when you want to fill this up, you just hold it there, and then slowly the weight of the water opens it up. A lot better than some of the cheaper hydrations bladders that just have like a little, you know, you gotta hold it open and do all sorts of stuff. I am a fan of CamelBak stuff. It's expensive, but well made. Now, you could probably find this CamelBak setup for cheaper than what they say, I'm sure. But this is a good quality item. This is something that you can use on the job tactically, or you could just use this hiking in the woods, and I will. And like I said, CamelBak has all sorts of, with a quick release, integrated tubing with integrated filters and all sorts of cool stuff. So this definitely goes in the I like it pile, for sure, 100%. The one thing this doesn't include that some of their more expensive ones do is they have a ribbing to vent on your back, because your back will get pretty, if you haven't, you know, used these, I think most people have, but if you haven't, your back will get pretty sweaty with this pressed right up against your back if it's not integrated into your gear or something else. Some of the more expensive ones have like a rigid webbing, like rubber kind of, that makes sort of an air passage vent along your back. That's really nice to have, but this, pretty awesome. Alright guys, so we got our two like it items, our two meh items. We got no don't like it's. I like this CamelBak though. To me, this is the whole box right here. This is everything. This stuff's meh, you know, it's meh. This is nice to have, but this is the box right here. So what do you guys think? I think that they could have put some better fillers with it, but that's my opinion. What's yours? So anyway, guys, you can, as always, you know, check the video description for links to our cool Discord server. Come join our fun discussions. Check out my Patreon page. I'm about to do another giveaway just for my Patreon guys. I just gave away a with armor knife to someone. In addition to the other benefits you get, like extra giveaways for our upcoming big, huge channel giveaway and fun stuff. Link to the Facebook page. And of course my email addresses and all that other stuff. I am excited to put this to use though. I'm definitely going to put this to good use. And this, next time you see it, will not look like that. Until you see this though, don't forget, you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. We'll be checking out Poor Man's Prepping real soon. Brand new box that we're replacing another one with. Because that's kind of overwhelmingly what you guys want to see. So I'll get working on that. And I will see you guys again real soon.